quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Alright you guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. As always on this channel, we're as open and honest and unfiltered and unbiased as possible. And with that being said, with the title of this video being what it is, I decided to bring the camera back down to Box Hill Rugby Club here in Melbourne to have a chat, because that's where I've been this morning. I've been here training with Pro Kick, believe it or not guys. And we're gonna do a little bit of a story time, because that's what I like to do. The title of this video is I trained with Pro Kick for a second time, and this is what I thought. I've just finished my second ever training with Pro Kick. Everything happens for a reason, guys. Everything happens for a reason. I know in the past I've said, look, I don't want to be a punter. But in saying that, I don't have a career path. I don't have any certificates. I don't have a degree behind me. I don't have anything to help me transfer from the career I'm currently in, which is disability support work, into another career. Pro Kick offers me the opportunity to do that. Regardless of playing football, it offers me the opportunity to get a scholarship, study for 4 years, get a degree, and move on with my life in a more positive way. You know what I mean? So that's that part of it. The second part of it is, holy shit, I just had so much fun. I feel exactly like I did the last time I came down here, because it's so much fun, man. I've kicked a ball my entire life. I've played rugby my entire life. I love this shit. Being around the other guys, you know, the coaches are awesome. I am confused right now, I'm very confused. But one thing I'm not confused about is the fact that I don't want to go back to Alice Springs. I'm basically gonna fight. I'm gonna fight tooth and nail to make sure financially and emotionally and physically I'm well enough to not have to go back to Alice and to stay here. That's the plan. As you guys know, I'm playing for Monash Warriors. I will be playing for them throughout the season, but I'm 99.99999% sure I'm about to sign on the dotted line and sign up with Pro Kick, which means I'm not going back to Alice. I'm staying in Melbourne. And that also means that all going well, your boy Jacob could be playing college football. And that's a very exciting, it's very nerve-wracking, it's a thought that went completely out of my head for probably the last 6 months, because I thought there's no way I can do this. I'm getting too old. I thought I can't be away from my children. But you know what, I'm almost ready to get my first tattoo, guys. I've never had a tattoo, I never thought I would get one. But for me to be away from my children for 4 years, or the majority of 4 years, obviously I can come back for holidays and stuff, but to be away from them for 4 years, I'm gonna need something that's gonna remind me of them every single day. I want something that's gonna remind me of them every single day. It's either gonna be a locket around my neck with a photo of them, or it's gonna be Tate and Tristan, 2 T's across my chest. And I'm seriously considering doing that. Because this journey, if I decide to join up with Pro Kick, train for a year, study here in Australia for the first year, then transfer over to a university or a college, the thought of, you know, gaining a new career out of it is for them. It's for the family. It's for myself. It's, you know, I can't be a good father if I'm going to be stuck in Alice Springs doing a job that I hate. You know what I mean? This is for them. This is for the future. They are my future. I'm not doing this for myself anymore. Nothing in my life is for myself anymore. It's for my kids. It's not for the mother of my kids. It's for my kids. And that's the thought that goes through my head, man. I talked about in a previous video. I listened to Ray Lewis on the way to a football training, and this is after I missed that football training due to stupid excuses. And I'll be honest, that was extremely pussy on my part. You guys gave me so much shit, and that's one thing I do appreciate, guys. You know, you keep me accountable. I don't read every comment, but I did get the gist of what people were saying on that particular video, and it was, Jacob, you're full of shit. Jacob, You're full of shit, basically. And that cut me deep, man, because that's not who I want to be, that's not who I am. And I'll tell you what, it's time to walk the walk, not talk the talk. So, yeah, I mean, if we can talk about the training today, what did we do? We did a whole heap of stuff. We did, it was 2 hours long, loads of kicking, loads of technique stuff. Felt like I did improve throughout the session, which makes me feel really good, because when I got there at first, you know, I was pretty shit and all my balls were going everywhere. And by the end of it, once you really break down that technique, I got a bit of help from the coaches, the other players. Everyone's so encouraging. It's amazing. It's a great atmosphere. And for me to leave that now and give it up again, no, man, no. Now there's one thing. Everything happens for a reason. There's one thing I did want to mention, and I want to give a big shout out to this guy, because he is the reason why I'm here right now. My subscriber, 14-year-old Ennis, who we did some running back drills on this exact ground 3 days ago. His brother is in Pro Kick. When we were down here, Ennis started talking about Pro Kick. He started talking about how they train down here. He started talking about how cool he thought it was. He started asking me if I was going to do it. And within that conversation that we had, my mindset changed from no, I'm not going to do it ever, to holy shit, I could do this, to man, I would really, really love to do this, to I'm going to call the coaches when we leave here. And that's exactly what I did, guys. As soon as Ennis left, I sat in the car, I thought about it for about half an hour. I literally sat here for about an hour, I'm not going to lie, looking at my phone, thinking, do I call these coaches or do I not? And lo and behold, I decided to call them. 3 days later, I'm down here to train. On Monday, we're going to talk about the small print, you could say, and try and set out a plan. So I am doing this. You know what? It's not 99.9999, it's 100%. I'm doing what I wanted to do a year ago, but I couldn't. I came down here, I trained with them 1 year ago, pretty much to the day. Followed a full season of NFL. Saw Michael Dixon kill it, saw Mitch Wishnowski get drafted in the 4th round, and now I'm down here to embark on my own journey. As a punter, as a kicker, / running back. Because you guys know I love running backs, but honestly, man, I'm ready to go full force into kicking once again. And punters are people too, I'll tell you that much. And holy shit, I could be, this could be this, you know, I'm fucking confused, right? I'm so excited, I'm excited / confused / upset that I can't communicate properly with the mother of my kids, upset that she doesn't support me. She doesn't know any of this is going on. She thinks I'm going to be back in Alice Springs in 2 weeks. In fact, everyone does. But I'm about to change things, man. I'm about to change things. I've got a flat lined up. I'm going to go and see a couple of flats tonight, choose one of the two, and see what happens, man. Now, take from this video what you will. It hasn't been the most free-flowing video I've ever made, but I had to do it right. We literally finished about 15 minutes ago. I couldn't drive home and not make this video because I am fucking excited, and on Monday I'll have a better picture of how this whole journey might actually pan out, because that was something that we hadn't worked out, that I hadn't worked out. These guys didn't know if I was serious or not, so for me to turn up today, basically look them in the eye and say, yes, I'm down here now, I'm living. I told them I'm living here when I'm not. Because, you know, I after that training, I can't leave. I can't leave. I'm doing it, man. It's too much fun. It's too exciting. And it's going to allow me a second chance at life, guys. A second chance at life. I've had 2 kids. I've been in a career for 6 years that I don't enjoy. Now it's time to finish off my sporting career in the right way. And you guys are coming along for the ride, alright? So that was the video. The second training I've ever done with Pro Kick. I probably went worse today than I did last time because I didn't do any prep work. But that doesn't matter. It's all about progression. It's all about learning. It's all about the journey. and the journey starts today. So I'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a fantastic day. We're doing it, man. I've got gridiron training on Sunday. The training is actually going to be a friendly because both teams, the A and the B team, have a bye. So all the other teams play this weekend except for us, so we're going to have a friendly game. I'm going to take the camera down, hopefully we can get some footage. I'm going to learn that playbook. I'm going to get low. Get low, Jacob. You know, the one thing I struggled with was the fact that, okay, I'm gonna actually feel the contact about, 15 centimeters away from what I'm actually normally used to feeling that contact. So, for me to put my shoulder down and really run through someone, or try to run into someone, was completely alien to me. And that clip that you saw, that Oklahoma drill, literally was the first time I have ever put on pads and a helmet and run into someone. The first time, guys. So wherever this journey goes, that's the fun thing, man. It doesn't matter how shit I was. The fun thing is that whatever happens, we can always look back. Monash Warriors, Oklahoma drill, 15th of the 8th, 2019, was the first carry in my entire football career. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you once again for everyone who's kept me accountable, for those pussy excuses that kept me away from that practice. Although, I felt way better going back with the mouth guard, having registered, with my gloves. So, it's a catch-22. Fuck it, we're doing this shit. Thanks for being here, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.